So, the most beautiful thing happened at 12 a.m. the other day. Oh, fantastic, baby. Okay. I was waiting on my computer. I was so excited. I was like, the most amazing video is about to air right now. I was just so excited. And I get on YouTube and I click. This video is not allowed in your country. Excuse me? I got so frustrated. I was like, well, maybe somebody at YG accidentally forgot to include South Korea and forgot to click the button. And I'm like, you know what? Someone's going to catch this in a minute. And let me wait a second. No. So a wonderful. Dang it, let me get her name on Twitter. I'll put her name in the in the info. She's like, hey guys, this is where you can watch it on she put it on Twitter. This is where you can watch it in Korea. I was like, thank you, darling. Thank you. So I had to watch it on Neighbor. So after I watched it, yeah, I've been watching it every hour. Yeah, it's pretty epic. So these are my thoughts on it. Now, it's so much happening in the video, I don't know where to start. So I'll start with the first person that appears, GD. All right. Now, when I saw GD and his hair was all over the floor, first thing I thought of was this. And when I was in school, when I was in elementary school, the crinkly braids came out. All the girls had the hair where it was braid and they were crinkly. And we would be at the playground and it'd just be one braid. It'd be braids all over the playground. And we'd be like, whose hair is this? Because it used to just fall out of little girls' hair all the time. So it was this saying that when girls had a weave or whatever, they'd be you know how mean kids are, they'd say, oh, I know there's a bald pony running around somewhere. Why is this what popped in my head when I saw GD's hair? I was just thinking, there's a bald little horse running around here. He's cold this winter. Because GD took all the hair for the video. But I loved it. It reminded me of The Matrix a lot. It was very Matrixy. How The Matrix had a lot of metaphors and what's it called? Illusions, imagery. It was a lot of, I felt, this underlying things and windows in the video. So it really was a lot like The Matrix. Now, GD's sitting on his throne. I thought it just showed GD's always just going to be number one. GD's always just going to be that number one guy in K-pop. Now, I've never been one to the androgynous things on guys. I am so I want the manly man. The manly, just big shoulders, just big hands and just tall and whatever. And so when I like a lot of K-pop groups and stuff, I like a lot of male K-pop groups, is not because I think the guys are cute, it's because I like their music. Because sometimes it's just a little too androgynous for me. I'm just well, why my hand's bigger than yours? But GD does the androgynous thing so well. I'm come here. I like you in that pink. He does it well and it fits him, and the makeup he had on and the lipstick that I want to try, it just looks so good on him, and he still looks like a man. He still looks very manly, and it's almost the way he is, you want him as your boyfriend and walk around yeah, my dude's so fly, you don't know which one, you don't even know which way he goes, whatever. He's just that fly, and he's still all man, but he's just so comfortable in his skin that he can just wear whatever the hell he wants to, and I think it is so sexy. Oh, GG, just the androgynous king. I love it. That's why I love his style. All right, so Taeyang was next. Oh my gosh. So he's like, you know, coming alive with the ice or whatever. It was like maybe he was in like a time capsule and like the ice was coming off of him. He's like, okay, I'm ready to take over the world. The part that got me was when when he was a monk. Look with his shirt off and all his tattoos. Like, being out here in Korea, like, I see, like, monks all the time. Like, all the time. Like, I've even been to a temple once. Like, you see him all the time. And I saw this one temple, this monk guy in the subway. He was walking. He had this long beard. And he looked like he just hopped right out of Sun Kyung Kwan Scandal. And I just stared at him. He just had a smile on his face. I was like, you know, you just came out of the Joseon period in a time capsule. So, like, when I saw Taeyang, I was just like, you know, like, if there were monks walking around Korea looking like Taeyang, I'd be like, excuse me, can I come to your temple? Can I come to your temple? Like, take me to your temple. I would okay, this is, you know, if I wasn't me, like, you know, if I was like some little fast girl, but, you know, I can just think like that. And it was like, take me to your temple, you know, I'll give money to the temple, you know, keep it running, keep the lights on, you know, you just, you know, keep me warm at night, you know. Like, if a monk looked like Tay, you gonna tell me you ain't gonna join that temple. So, yeah. I love that. And it's very, very intense. I love the mask on their face because it's like, yeah, it's still really matrixy. It's like they're almost going into like a different world or level, and all of that part, I replay that part a lot because it's just so intense. It's a very, very, very intense part of the video because you just don't see that a lot in videos with artists like being like a deity or a monk or something, and I love that. Now, also when Tay had the arm on, I thought either Chris Brown, Look at Me Now, with his little hand, or Beyonce, Single Ladies with her hand. I was just like, okay, now we got an arm now. Like, I really, really liked it, and it was sexy. He was just like, baby. And I was like, get that arm. It is just, I love it. And his shirt was off the whole time. I was like, you know, he is cold. Little nip's cold. But I feel like I love Tay's parts in the video, because they're so intense. Like, his part of the song is like so intense, even though I love that boom shaka laka. His parts were so intense. Now, when Daesung came on, he was like, ugh, and I was just like, ugh, like, do it again. And I loved it. Now with the Day, now this is where I feel, no, Daesung, but Day from like Friday. This is where I feel like the imagery comes in. He's by like these burning cars, and in all seriousness, I feel like that's a play imagery to what he's been dealing with, what he had dealt with last year. It's kind of like, you know, Big Bang is coming back this stronger group, and, you know, they moved on from that. Like, the family and him have just all coped, and it's kind of like they're just stepping from that, and he's risen from that. And I think that was, you know, throwing this kind of imagery in there. Now, if there was like a little smoke coming in the back of GD, then I'd be like, okay, this is a little too much, okay? This is a little too much. But I think there's like a little imagery there. And how he was falling back, it reminds me of his song Wings. Just kind of like afterwards he was like released from that, because Day is like a Christian. I've seen him many times like on things praying. He's like a really, really, really positive and good guy, and I'm happy with these kids yelling outside. I'm happy that he's able like to come back from it. But I feel like that him falling and them catching him and they didn't have any face was just kind of like the situation, him being free from it. So I really enjoyed that. Now, T.O.P, okay? T.O.P always, like, I love his military thing that he does, but he reminds me of the general from Mortal Kombat? One of those movies with Dick Van Dyke. I had blogged about it once. He looks just like the general from Street Fighter? He looks just like the general, like all the time, like his outfits. I really, really enjoyed it, and how everyone else is kind of like, you know, Tay's like real strong, and everyone else is like being real sexy. And he's just like, I love how he like doesn't move his mouth a lot. I think that's he's so sexy. I love it. And have you ever seen anyone good look good as well as he does with green eyebrows? Like I was like, I like those. I like those. Those are fly. So him in the all green suit, like I love it. Now, who's next? Seungri. With the cuts, I SM. That's the only thing I could think of was SM. Like Seungri, he likes it rough. Okay, he likes it rough, and I liked it a lot. And I was just like, oh, just call me. No, no, just kidding. So overall, the video was just so hype. Now this was what I was waiting for, Big Bang. Like I liked Blue, I loved Bad Boy, but this was what I was waiting for Big Bang. The craziness, the out there clothing, the just everyone showing their specific personalities. This is what I was waiting for, and it surpassed my expectations, and I want more. Like I'm like Jamie Up, so thank you for everyone who told me not Jenny Up, so Jamie Up, so I can't wait for that video. And it's just like YG is building the intensity and anticipation. They're building our anticipation, and I love it. It was like they started us off mellow and slow and then kept going up. Now, a reason why I feel like this was not released on YouTube was the Ministry of Family, Welfare, Foreign, whatever. The people that always ban songs. And I'm really afraid they're just going to be like, this song is really bad for the Korean community and it's going to be banned. Now, of course, you still watch it on YouTube. Who cares what they say? But maybe this was a step for YG to kind of slide past them. But it was released on Naver. Now, people in Korea use Naver, really not YouTube, so I'm a little confused on that. So I would like to know why YG decided not to release this video on YouTube, because I was very shocked. Maybe that's the reason why. Who knows? But fantastic, baby. Oh, and while I was taping for me and Sham from France, what's up? We're shaping for KBS Sponge. Like the director kept on busting out. He just laughed at us every time. Every hour we would like boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, fantastic, baby. Like we just kept singing that like the whole 12 hours that we had to film. It was so funny because we couldn't wait for the video. So I think there's still people in Korea that have not even seen the video. It's so crazy how technology is so fast nowadays, because like global fans find out stuff the exact moment that in Korea it happens, and sometimes they know before the fans in Korea. Like my students still have not seen the video. The teacher I'm friends with, she was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Oh, this is Big Bang's video." She's like, "I like that." I was like, "Girl, it's been out for 2 days." Like, so it just shows how fast technology runs off and how cool it is. So I love the video. I want more. I feel like it should be longer because I want to see like a making of, because I want to see Tay and the monk thing. It's a little weird why the little monk thing like turns me on. Like I really liked it. So yeah, so now I just have to watch it on Naver and like figure that stuff out. But fantastic, baby. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Fantastic, baby. So yeah.